You're not afraid of being alone. You're afraid of being seen alone. Welcome to Mind Fuel. Today, we're going to explore something our busy world has almost forgotten: the art of being alone. Renuka Gavrani's book, The Art of Being Alone, dives deep into this subject and teaches us how to transform loneliness into a powerful, conscious solitude, what she calls Khalwat. This journey isn't about escaping the world, it's about discovering your inner world. But let me ask you this: why does the thought of being alone make us restless, anxious, or even uncomfortable? Take a moment and really think. This is not just an individual problem, it's a collective fear instilled in us since childhood. Society has programmed us to believe that being alone is failure, rejection, or punishment. And so from a young age, we start adopting a silent, invisible script that says, you're only valuable when you're with others. Remember school days? Maybe there was someone who always ate alone or walked down the corridor alone. Did people look at them with envy? No. They looked at them with pity or curiosity. This is society's subtle message: loneliness equals weakness. And this thought embeds itself so deeply that for our peace, happiness, and even identity, we remain dependent on others' presence. Here's the truth: we aren't afraid of being alone. We're afraid of what people will think when they see us alone. That inner voice whispers constantly. Will they think I have no friends? Am I being left behind in the race of life? This fear keeps us from meeting ourselves, from listening to our inner voice, from exploring the depths of who we truly are. Renuka Gavrani draws a crucial distinction. Being alone is not the same as suffering from loneliness. They sound similar but are worlds apart. Loneliness is a cage built from inside, a mental prison. It's the feeling of incompleteness, the belief that happiness exists somewhere outside, in other people. It doesn't matter how many are around you, this cage eats from the inside. Solitude, or Khalwat, is a choice, a conscious decision. It's when you cut off from the world to connect with yourself. This is not a prison, it is a sanctuary, a home built inside, where you peacefully listen to your thoughts, explore your creativity, and cultivate your inner strength. The difference is sharp. Loneliness reduces self-respect. Solitude enhances self-confidence. Loneliness is a compulsion. Solitude is a luxury. And yet, most of us experience life through the lens of the first. So how do we break this cage? How do we turn alone time into a gift rather than a burden? The answer is simple. It starts inside. Its purpose is one: to know, understand, and like the person you spend the most time with, yourself. But this is not easy. In today's world, the constant noise of notifications, social media, and endless scrolling drowns out our original voice. We're scared of silence, scared to face our thoughts. But the cost of never meeting oneself is steep, a life shaped by others' expectations rather than your own will. The first step is deceptively simple. Sit in silence and witness your thoughts. Don't suppress them, don't judge, just observe. Identify which fears, desires, dreams, or frustrations are buried deep inside you. This is the most difficult, yet the most necessary step of the journey. And when you begin this journey, when you become friends with solitude, you unlock its greatest reward: a superpower. It fuels creativity. It strengthens focus. It makes your mind resilient and adaptable. History is full of examples. Great thinkers, artists, and inventors were all admirers of solitude. Leonardo da Vinci sketched in silence. Albert Einstein pondered in quiet. and writers like Virginia Woolf found their voice in isolation. For them, solitude wasn't weakness, it was their strength. Today, this skill is even more critical. In a digital world buzzing with endless notifications, the ability to focus deeply and think critically has become a rare luxury. Solitude offers this. It teaches you how to concentrate, reflect, and act intentionally. So let's move to practical steps, how to convert alone time into something you actually look forward to. Create joy for yourself. Do things that make your soul feel alive, even if it means enjoying them alone. Learn new skills. Challenge yourself. Pick up something you've always wanted to try: painting, coding, music, or cooking. Feed your mind. Read books, listen to podcasts, or explore educational content. Another powerful method is doing activities you usually reserve for others alone. Go to that cafe alone. Watch the movie you've been waiting for, or take a short trip by yourself. When you assume full responsibility for your happiness, freedom becomes real. Renuka Gavrani emphasizes a profound idea. The scary news is that you are alone, but the good news is that you are alone. Initially, this might feel daunting. All responsibility rests on you. But therein lies freedom. You can finally live life on your own terms. Let's explore the psychological science behind solitude. Being alone allows introspection, which strengthens the prefrontal cortex, enhancing decision-making and emotional control. It reduces activity in the amygdala, lowering fear and anxiety. Reflection increases self-awareness, resilience, and mental clarity. Studies show that regular solitude boosts creativity as the brain enters a state called flow, where ideas emerge effortlessly. Practical guiding tone. Solitude also improves relationships. When you are complete and self-sufficient, your connections with others are richer and healthier. You stop seeking validation externally and instead form bonds based on genuine affinity, not dependency. Here's a step-by-step toolkit to master solitude. Daily quiet time, even 10 to 15 minutes a day to observe thoughts. Reflective journaling. Write down fears, desires, and insights. Solo challenges. Push your comfort zone. Go to events alone, take walks alone, or enjoy meals solo. Mindful presence. Engage in your hobbies fully without distraction. Digital detox. Limit phone and social media during alone time. Celebrate achievements alone. Congratulate yourself for small wins. This builds self-respect. The magic of solitude is progressive. Initially, it might feel uncomfortable, but as you consistently practice, you discover a rich inner life. Loneliness shrinks, self-confidence expands, and a new mental strength emerges. Let's also explore emotional examples to anchor the concept. Corrie ten Boom, a Dutch woman in a Nazi death camp, practiced gratitude and inner reflection despite horrific conditions. Even in the barracks full of fleas, she found strength in small acts and inner silence, ultimately saving lives. Writers, painters, and inventors throughout history, from Emily Dickinson to Nikola Tesla, relied on solitude to nurture insight, focus, and creativity. The ultimate goal of solitude is not mere isolation, it's self-mastery, clarity, and emotional freedom. The external world will always be noisy and distracting, but inside, you can build a mental sanctuary where peace, growth, and creativity thrive. Renuka Gavrani's book teaches that solitude is an active practice, not passive withdrawal. It's a discipline that trains your mind to reflect before reacting, seek depth rather than distraction, build resilience by facing fears and insecurities directly. And this has long-term benefits. Mental clarity, decision-making improves. Emotional resilience, setbacks are less overwhelming. Self-fulfillment, you derive joy from within, not external validation. Freedom. You can finally live your life according to your values and choices. So let's summarize the journey. Start by observing your thoughts. Distinguish loneliness from solitude. Gradually build a sanctuary within. Engage in meaningful solo activities. Feed your mind and practice reflection. Celebrate small wins and embrace your independence. Remember, fear and freedom are two sides of the same coin. Being alone is scary only if you see it as a void. Solitude is liberating when seen as a home. Ask yourself today, what is one small thing you can do alone that would make your mind richer, your spirit freer, and your life more joyful? Maybe it's a cup of tea, a short walk, or simply sitting in silence for 5 minutes. That small act, when done consciously, can transform your perspective, your day, and eventually your life. The art of being alone is the art of choosing yourself over and over again, even when the world expects you to follow the crowd. If this conversation gave you a new perspective, like, subscribe, and share it with family and friends who need to discover the power of solitude. Knowledge grows by sharing.